Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's...
David Villa. Nuno Mendes. That's good play. Danger averted for now, and reclaimed it in a trice. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Drogba. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't...
Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Guardiola. Nuno Mendes. Alexander-Arnold, proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Ribery. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is... Can he finish?
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Everybody, to make sure.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And it's Ribery. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. David Villa. He's cut it out. Oh, this looks sharp. Vinicius Junior. Drogba. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a little off target. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that was very necessary.
The attendance for this match
gone for a
was
throw-in.
71,649.
That's going to go a long way. Oh, that was vital. Araujo gets it clear. Out of play for a throw. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Messi. Number 17.
And that's definitely not his
Conte.
best.
Coming on the
Keep
field,
calm and carry
number
on. That's the
23,
job in a nutshell
Didier
now.
Drogba. Number 2, Chouameni. Substitution.
Maradona, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! Dying minutes, and we're all square again!
After
An act of
89
charity
minutes is
gratefully received.
Number 20, Didier Drogba.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Number 15,
Credit where it's due. This is
David
great
Villa.
attitude. Now the only question is whether there's...
And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It doesn't take rather more spills, more lows than highs, and this is where we are up to. Is it to be an extension of their stay until next season, or will they be taking the dreaded step into the abyss? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught now. Has a goal! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the week's
welcome to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Climbs up big! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Foden. Now it's Drogba. Guardiola.
This is the time you need that pace.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Guardiola. And it's Conte. The less said about that pass, the better. So it is still 0-0. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Akanji. Foden. Vinicius Junior. David Villa. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
15 minutes till half-time. Vinicius Junior. Big chance! Messi. Foden. Messi. To McAllister. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a quick one. Messi. Big header! Decent enough try. Akanji cuts out the pass. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Conte. He won't be happy with that one. David Villa.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more light.
He's got tall! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Donnarumma can pick that up. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. McAllister.
The attendance for this match was
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Kante stands tall and stands strong. Conte gets it away. And still we await the first breakthrough. Conte. Bastoni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Maradona. Guardiola.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nuno Mendes. Mendes going full steam ahead down the left flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. But he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nuno Mendes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Robertson gets over and intercepts.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Maradona.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance
There
for
will be
one
one
last
minute
fling.
added time.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling
Hello,
this lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt,
to
it is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. Son Heung-min. He is through here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who, to me...
Messi! Just off target. Fermin. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. Maradona. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Hernandez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Martinez. And Hernandez. Son Heung-min. Oh, that is a nice touch. Spread neatly. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And the counter is on. Van Dijk. Pedri. To Martinez. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Foden. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Alexander-Arnold. Vermeer. Kimmich. And it's Son Heung-min. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Terrific header! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. The less said about that pass, the better. Vinicius Junior. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Foden.
That's going in strongly. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pedri. That pass has been well intercepted. Pedri. Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vinicius Junior.
Substitution for Bolivia, number 6, Fermin. Coming on to replace him is
He's gone forward. Now it's Mbappe. Half an hour gone in the second half. Mbappe is flagged offside. More and more pressure on the ball here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernandez. Kimmich. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bit too much weight on the pass. And that has been clubbed away.
Substitution for Bolivia. Number 10, Phil Foden. Number 18, Son Heung-min.
David
Coming on
Villa.
the field, number 9,
De Bruyne!
Messi.
Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Kevin De Bruyne.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Vinicius Junior. Martinez. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. De Bruyne picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise
Just
there.
a quick announcement, it is now time for our special
Thrilling,
lottery.
nail-biting,
Please grab
perhaps
the tickets and we'll give
frustrating
you a
until the
winning
very
award.
end. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fellow, Warren Zaire-Emery, Peter, is someone who's considered to be the crown jewel of French football. And at such a young age, his rise has been meteoric, really, since mid-teens. It's rare to see somebody so physically and technically accomplished at that age. But he's got the passing and dribbling skills to be trusted, and I think everybody is on board with that already.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Now it's Iwobi. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Darwin couldn't squeeze it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit...
David Villa! Zaire-Emery can see things others simply cannot. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Now it's Grealish. Big chance! Zabodisa! And he's done it! Gisa duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the shot! Van Dijk gets good distance on it. On Gisa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gisa.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
And that has been cleared. Ah, looks a smashing ball. And the finish! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Hello everybody, and please
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go...
David Villa! I've got to be quick to recover this. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He will be. Nicked it back promptly. Anguissa. Anguissa looking to penetrate. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Cleared away. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Zaire Emery crosses it in. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Grealish. Oh, great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. Hernandez, who's on a run down the left wing. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was Foden! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
João Neves goes short. Grealish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Messi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vinicius Junior. David Villa. David Villa! It's loose and there's a ring. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bastoni.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's got the shot away! A real chance and a real let-off.
Kawasaki frontal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Coming on the field is number 12, Polo Muani. Substitution.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Anguissa, Zaire Emery. That has been cut short.
Kawasaki Frontal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Kawasaki Frontale clearly now in lead
2
preservation
minutes
mode.
has been indicated.
David Villa, Beckham, Van Dijk.
This is now...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just...